Welcome to another edition of Interruptions. I'm your host, Otis Smith. Today, I got a treat for you guys. Today. I'm talking about, I have to the left of me, my backdrop behind me, I have royalty in the family. Let me explain to you guys. This is a 13-time boxing champion. You understand what I'm saying? I'm talking about she is a Hall of Fame boxer. All right. I'm talking no other than this beautiful woman. And if you're from the South, like me, from the ATL, we
Okay.
like them thick. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking no other than the beautiful champion, Hall of Famer, Tori Nelson. How you doing?
I'm blessed. Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing well. I am so glad to have you on today.
Thank you. I'm glad to be here. Look, down south, they say it's good to be seen.
Oh yeah, but good to be seen, not viewed.
Exactly, right? You got that right. Yes.
But I'd always tell people when you view, you don't know you're being viewed.
Exactly. Yeah,
You
you got
gone.
it right.
You gone. You left. You left
You
early.
gone.
You left
Hey,
you
the
left
show
before
is over
everybody.
for you. That's a shame.
So my
No.
first excuse me, my first question for you today is I always want to I always want to ask a boxer this question. You the first one I'm gonna ask this question, which
Okay.
is what is it like walking from the locker room to the ring? What is
Oh,
that? What is
goodness.
that? What is that like?
Okay, it's different for everyone. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I see you like you size. Oh no, not me.
Uh-huh.
I have anxiety.
Okay.
So in the locker room, like the whole time I'm in that waiting room, like, whew, it's like you waiting for the doctor to come in to tell you something
Okay.
wrong.
Okay.
So once they knock on the door and say Nelson on deck, that means okay, get ready and be at the door because they about to walk you. I
Okay.
get like butterfly, like I'm about to throw up. I have thrown up a few times. And my
Okay.
coach is like, no, you burning yourself. You can't do that. So I call it the walk of death. It's just like, oh my goodness, like you on that plank and you just walking. Something what I remember one time, my
Uh-huh.
legs wouldn't even move. My music was playing, my coach was gone, the rest of my team was beside me, and they was like, T, you good? I'm like, no, like
Nah, I ain't
my
good right
legs
now.
won't move.
Okay.
It was terrible. Yeah, it was hard for me.
Yeah, because I always wonder, how especially boxing when you're trying to promote the fight, and sometimes people, talking trash. Uh it's like, oh, I'm in it now, you know.
Wait, I can't hear you.
You can't
Hello?
hear me? Can you hear me?
Wait, I didn't hear none of that.
Oh, okay.
I
You
heard
did.
you say I can hear you now, but you
Okay.
froze for some reason.
Okay. Oh, I froze.
Uh-huh.
Oh Lord, don't let me freeze up. No, I was saying that it seems like one of those things that how in boxing you gotta hype the fight, right? You gotta sell the fight.
Oh
And
yeah.
then now here's fight day, and now you gotta walk out and all this trash you done talked or whatever.
Oh man.
Now we got to go, we gotta
Yeah.
go handle it like, oh damn, I shouldn't have said that, huh?
But I only trash talk one fight. I'm not a
Hmm.
trash talker. I can't. And I tell people, I show them with my hands, my skills. I don't trash talk. But with Clarissa, I did because she always trash talk her opponents. So I was like, okay, I'm about to throw her off her game. And if I trash talk her first, and she was just like, she didn't say anything. But I mean, I trash talked a little bit, but
And
she
I
didn't say
th-
anything.
and I think people sometimes not understanding the game of boxing that it's not really a sport that you can go out. I'm talking about both parties and just be pleasant because then that's
Oh
not
yeah,
selling the fight.
yeah,
Somebody's got to be the antagonist.
somebody. And but see, that's what I know I was a good fighter, but I have seen people talk. smack, I mean the worst trash they can, and get knocked out in the second round.
See, that's why I didn't box. I'm gonna tell you right now. See, for a woman, it's different. When I say different, whether you married or not, your husband will be there. But as
Yes,
a man,
yes.
you can't be getting knocked out in front of your
No, you
woman.
can't
Like,
get.
you can't,
Yeah,
yeah,
that look terrible.
because it ain't gonna go right in an argument. Like, it ain't
Exactly.
gonna go right. Like all of a sudden, he want to be aggressive. You like, you in my face, but
Yeah.
you
What?
couldn't
What was
bob and weave.
that when
Yeah,
that dude knocked you out last week? Keep running your mouth. I'm gonna go get him.
okay, in 90 seconds, knocked you out of that nigga. You ain't even last long. God, Jesus, you gotta
Yeah,
find you another job. Yeah, you can find you another job.
exactly. Because I'm one of them wives that'll talk trash too. I mean,
See what I'm saying?
oh, that's how you feel it to me. But where all
Right.
this was at? Yeah, when you was getting knocked out.
See, I wasn't no friends. I wasn't a friend. I wasn't them old school friends would be like, hey, bro, you had him, but like when he hit you and you slipped, if you wouldn't have slipped when he came and hit you with the other one and knocked
Oh,
you out, you would have had him.
you would have. Oh, you one of them. You
But
still. You
but
a
but look,
positive negative.
hey, but look. I forgot to mention you got knocked out in the first round. So it really, you know what I'm saying? I'm just trying to, we all have bad days, you know what I'm saying?
No, I'm gonna smoke you on Friday. Did you even pinch him? That's me. Did you pinch him? Like, did
Oh,
you do anything?
so you one of them like, nigga, was you training? Did you train? Like,
Eh,
it didn't look like you trained.
exactly. Yes.
Your excuse me, your for you, what what kind of mindset do you have to be a boxer?
You have to first be able to take a punch. Like, you have to be able to take a punch. And you have to have a mindset of a winner. You can't go in there scared at no point. Because if you feel any fear, you defeated yourself. You don't even have to worry about the opponent.
Okay.
Like, you defeated yourself. So you have to like some people, I've heard some people say you gotta be a little cocky. Because
Right.
you gotta be like, oh, I'm gonna win this. Because you can't go in there and be like, oh man, I don't know. Because that's doubt.
Kind of like when Ali fought Foreman.
Yes.
It was like his whole team was like, man, I don't. But
Exactly.
he was the only one like, oh no, Joe. I mean not Joe.
Ali,
George about to get. What y'all sad for? George about to get whooped. I don't know what y'all looking sad for. I'm about to go ahead and do what I
man.
got to do.
But he was
Yeah.
cocky from the jump down.
No, I'm saying going to your point,
Yeah.
the mindset that
Oh yeah, you have to. You
you have
have
to,
to.
because you have to. Well, it's funny because I know in Mike Tyson's prime, it wasn't no a lot of people.
Oh,
What a lot of people weren't cocky. They was like,
right?
"Why did I sign for this?"
What I signed up for. They was there for the check because they was like, oh no. Yeah, they was like, this first hit gonna hurt.
Yeah, I'm going down. I'm gonna get this money off this
Yeah,
first
I'm
hit.
gonna get this check.
I ain't even trying to catch that second hit. That's
Exactly.
I got you. I got you. So your mindset has to be. You have to really believe in yourself that
Exactly.
you can
Yes. But you can't.
overcome that. Even if the world think you're not going to win, you've got to
Yeah.
believe.
You have to believe.
Gotcha.
Yeah,
Gotcha. Well, you
exactly.
mentioned Clarissa, right?
Yeah.
So you'll like this background shot here because say you
Yes.
like
She,
see you like that. You like that shot. That's I got you. We here, I got you. I got you.
that's a good one. That's a good one.
But what I want to ask you about that fight was, do you wish you would have been able to fought her when you was in your 20s? Even though I know how much younger she is of you,
Oh
but
yeah.
I'm saying because I saw in one of your interviews you were talking about when you decided to retire. your kids, your daughter was like, "Yeah, mom, it's time." Cause see, you ain't
I'm
slipping. By the
slow.
time you slip, you getting hit, mama. You not, So,
Yes.
cause as we get older, even though we think we quick, a young person
Oh
is
yeah.
a little bit faster. So that's why I'm asking that question. Do you think you wish if like, okay, let me catch her in her prime, and I'm in my 20s in my prime, and I think that fight would have went a little bit different.
Not yes, I know it would have went different, but I would have still fought her at the age I fought her if I could fight at my weight.
Okay. Okay.
I just wanted to fight at my weight, but she wouldn't come down. She was
Okay.
like, "Oh no, that's a negative." But I
So you
couldn't
had to
even
come
make her.
up.
Yeah, but I couldn't even make her wait. So I didn't even care. Like I was like, it is what it is, because to be the best, you got to fight the best.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So being that we both was up there, sounds like bet I got it. I'm a fighter, But I was like, I kept telling my promoter, make her come down. Let's do a catch weight.
Okay.
Yeah, she was like, I'm not coming past 68. And I
Okay.
was like, man, I don't even know if I can get to 68.
Okay.
But yeah, no. If she would have came to 57,
Okay.
yeah. Oh yeah, that fight would have been different.
So did you feel a little lethargic, far as like you had cement in your.
Yes.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Yes. As you see, like if you could see my regular fights at 57, I move way more. I had to like preserve my energy. Like so it was just my legs were so heavy. My body was heavy
Right.
because it was my body. So I'm
Right.
like, oh my goodness. And it took me so much to try to get that weight on. I went through a lot. People have no idea what we
I
went through to gain that weight.
and see that's the I think for a fighter, I think what people don't realize is like say you're heavy, you used
Yes,
to fighting heavy, and now you got to come down. Now that's going to drain a fighter because they're not going to feel that they got the power behind their punch.
exactly.
And
Yes,
then if you're light and you got to come up, now you like, well, it's not even about you throwing your punches. It's now you can't get out the way of a
exactly. You
punch.
can't move.
You can
Yeah,
move. So
exactly. And your punches, to me, it felt like they were slower. They might were heavier, but I mean, I was heavy.
right.
So,
So
like you said, it's hard to move your feet.
so do you think then that boxing, whether it's male or female, that they should have a rule to say, okay, this is like in your case, okay, this is Tori's uh weight. She can come up here or she can come down here and still be at premium.
Yes.
You, this other fighter, this is your up down weight at premium, and this is where we gotta meet at both, or we just can't have a fight. Cause it doesn't make sense
Yeah,
to have somebody where they got the up, they're gonna have the upper hand.
yeah. And that's they do have it actually. It's called a catch weight.
Okay.
But being that it was her belt and she was the champion of her belt, because I didn't put any of my belts up for that fight. It was
Okay.
her belts.
Okay.
So she have to say if she don't want to do the catch weight, then she don't have to. She'll just be like, no, either she gonna have to come up to my weight or like with the fight, we can't fight. And she told me, she was like, I'm not I'm not coming to your weight.
So then that does go back to what you said. You just didn't care. Cause
Yeah,
and the reason I say that because I'm thinking I'm like, well, look, you know what? I'm just gonna let it be known that you don't want to fight.
yeah. But a fighter, like a real
I
fighter,
know a real fighter.
exactly want to fight regardless.
I'm just saying because and you know where I'm going with it. It's
Yeah,
because
yeah,
the
yeah.
fan base doesn't
Exactly.
understand the if you're not used to eating a lot of protein in
Yeah,
order to put on weight, right? And then you still talking about I gotta do road work, I still
yes,
gotta box, I still, you
exactly.
know, you you burning me out. You burning me out.
Yes.
And then when I get in the ring, I ain't even fought yet. This just
Ain't it?
preparing for the fight. Now I gotta go in here. So
Yeah.
I get it. I get it. I
I
get it.
would gain, let's say I would gain 4 pounds.
Uh-huh.
to 5 pounds. In one workout, I would lose the whole thing plus another pound.
Now you
So
gotta go back
then,
and get more protein
exactly. So then they cut my workouts down, like to do more, like
to
more
keep the weight,
skills,
to keep
but
the
less
weight.
cardio. Exactly, to
Yeah,
try to keep my weight. But my metabolism runs like so fast, so it just didn't work for me.
it didn't right, and it's just you're drained because you have no energy to throw.
Exactly,
Far as
exactly.
on time, you can throw, but
Oh
you
yeah, but
throwing on time, and you're not in rhythm. You're not in
so
rhythm.
now my arm is at my weight is my arm. At 68 is my arm is two in one arm.
Yeah,
So yeah, I
it's
was like,
heavy. It's heavy thought to punch, and so when I was watching the fight, I know exactly what you're saying. Is now you can't let your hands go. You
exactly.
you're now what you're doing is you're throwing you're like, okay, like you said, okay, I'm not gonna throw now. And then when I throw, you're trying to throw with a sense of I'm you really trying to land something
Exactly.
instead of just working your way into the fight
Yes,
because you ain't got the energy.
yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Oh, we here.
Yeah,
I'm a connoisseur of sports. We here.
yeah,
We
I
we
see
gonna we gonna
it. I
yeah, we
see
gonna talk. Yeah, we gonna talk now. We gonna talk. Um, becoming in 2011, becoming middleweight champion. Did you feel like at that point God was smiling on you?
definitely. I asked, when I first started, I was like, Lord, is this of you? Like, do I need to be doing? Is this, of you?
Yeah.
So I got to go, and then I'm like, okay. And I told my coach when I first met him, and he was like, I said, y'all gonna pay me to fight? He was like, maybe someday if you good enough. And I said, you pay me to fight, I'm gonna be the world champion. And he was like, okay, let's calm down. Let me tell you, when they put that belt around me, man, I cried. I got home. Before that, I even said, before the fight, I always pray for me and my opponent. And I
Right.
said, Lord, let me be a champion. I just want to be a world champion. That's it. And I'm good. And by God's grace, He blessed me to be 13 times.
Are
Yes.
you see this is a side question, which means I didn't have it as a question, but I
Okay.
got it as a question now.
Okay.
You're the only person, male or female, I could be wrong, so please enlighten me. Are you the only one 13-time champion?
I don't know. At one time, I knew I was, but I'm not sure.
I'm
I
talking
know,
about male or female.
yeah, maybe.
Because here's why. The last time I heard a number like that, we were talking about Ric Flair.
Oh, yeah. Get on.
You know what I'm saying? When we talk about 16-time heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? Like, because I know there's no male because Holyfield is the only 4-time
14. Yeah. Okay.
heavyweight champion. You have Floyd, of course, undefeated.
Exactly.
But I've never
But he,
heard a man nor a woman. I've never heard
Mhm.
anyone say 13 times until your name came up.
Oh, wow. I don't know. That's something. I'm gonna have to get my coaches them to look for that
Yeah,
and
they
see.
gotta look that we got yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Hey, what they say, get research on that. Get research on that.
Exactly. Yes. But
Because go ahead.
I had to fight and it's in different weight classes. It's like 5 different weight classes.
Yes.
So yeah, I know they were saying that was big for a female or male to fight in so many weight classes and still win as a champion.
Because here's okay, so the one thing about being undefeated, of course, is no one beats you.
Exactly.
The thing about being 13 times different weight classes is that means you're not only are you beating someone for the belt, you also defending the belt.
Yes. Yes.
Then if you did lose it, you went back and got it, which, we could talk about that scripturally, redeeming the times for the days of evil. So to redeem means I got to go back and get that. What? All right, I ain't gonna preach. I ain't gonna preach on them today, Tori. I ain't gonna preach on them today. I ain't gonna. Ain't They don't understand, Tori. They don't understand
They
what.
don't, they don't, they not ready for you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they not
See,
ready.
because that I always tell people, and I'm sure you've looked at it. When people talk about Ali and they say he the greatest, or you talk about a Sugar Ray Leonard, right? Or Hearns or Hagler, those guys, that's because the best was fighting the
The
best. That
best.
there
Yeah.
was there was no there was no you know
Ducking,
ducking out because we want you to hold on the belt longer.
goals.
It's like, no, look here.
Yeah.
If you say you the best, I said the best, we need to go.
We need to
And
find it.
right. And when it's all said and done, even if you are not undefeated, you get more respect because people
Exactly.
say she ain't duck nobody or he didn't
Yep.
duck anyone. And I
Exactly.
think the boxers today don't understand
They know.
they
No.
so scared of that one that loss.
Yeah. That
The
one L, but that make you who you are. Like, look at Frazier. Look
Smoker
at
Joe.
Foreman. Like, look, like what the world. But you know who did that? Mayweather did that. He did that. He made everybody think, oh, you ain't nothing unless you don't have no L.
But they don't look at why he
Right.
fought the way he fought.
Exactly.
What they don't understand, what he was looking at, excuse me, he was looking at that some boxers that maybe stayed in the game too long, fight too
Mhm,
long, motor
mhm.
skills started to
Yep.
deteriorate, and he kind of looked at it like, okay, I'm a hit, I don't want to get hit,
Get hit.
and so which is cool, but
Mhm.
it wasn't a fact of perfection. It was more out of I'm seeing what the sport is doing to, but then again, he got to what people don't understand is they weren't making the money that they make now
Exactly. Exactly.
because pay per view. Remember, was it you remember
Yeah.
you and I was watching it on ABC Wide World of Sport.
You got that
We
right.
watching the main event Saturday
Yeah. Yeah. And they going in,
going in
fighting, like
fighting
fighting.
fighting. So
Longer rounds. Longer.
oh yeah, 15. Yeah, I remember back in 15.
Yeah.
And listen, I had a newfound respect for your sport. One day I went and got me some gloves and I was in the I wasn't fighting anybody. I was just the bad. Just
Okay. Oh
and
yeah, the
people fool themselves because what they do is you start punch and next thing you know, you be like, woo, woo, I'm tired. Oh,
I'm telling
Jesus.
you, yes.
And you
That
do
bag
this and
was
look, that wasn't even 3 minutes.
that right.
You might have done that just through a couple, 4 or 5 couple.
Yeah, you certainly right. You
So
certainly right. I see it all the time.
yeah, I know. And then when you and they and because I'm sure like when you train
Yeah.
and you say, all right, we get here, we'll go you can go 3 minutes and people start going, they think they doing something.
Oh
And,
my goodness,
and,
yes.
and you looking at them and you ring the bell, they go sit down, and then they come back when you can tell when they get up out that chair.
Yeah. Exactly. You can tell as soon as the bell over. Lord,
Like,
yeah.
what you doing? Like, hold on, what we
Yeah.
doing? Yeah, I can, yeah, because I was gonna take some boxing lessons, and I was telling the guy not to. I'm not trying to be a prize fighter, nothing like that, just for fitness
Uh-huh.
conditioning, because I understand you guys condition the whole body.
Yeah.
And he said, okay. He said, well, eventually you got to spar. I said, look here, bro. I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm not trying now. If we're sparring and stuff like that, that's fine. I'm not trying to take this nowhere. I'm just,
Exactly.
I'm just, I'm
I'm
like,
here
bruh,
for it out.
yeah, bruh, I'm 52. We don't fight no more.
Yeah, right.
We pull our pistols, because we ain't got time, like
We,
unless you
we
can show
double,
me, hey, what Pete saying, baby boy, unless you can show me that one hitter quitter. I
ain't
hey Tori, I remember trying to spank my child one time and realized I was out of shape. I had to call my mama. I said, hey,
it long.
see, you a mother. You mothers know how to spank and talk
Yeah,
at the same time.
yeah, you got that
I
right.
tried to do that, and my wife was like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "I'm tired. I'm out of shape. I can't even discipline a child."
Oh, I'm gonna have to talk to you first and then spank you.
Okay. So that cardio, like I said, I learned to have newfound respect. People
Yeah,
think people think your sport. That's why they call it the sweet science,
yes,
because it
exactly,
it it
exactly.
it it, it is. Can you talk about what it is like when you're in that squared circle, and whether you and the opponent are going at each other, not a situation where you're getting the best of somebody where it's clear
Uh-uh.
cut, but they're landing shots on you, you're landing
The
shots
good
on
part.
them, and you're in the corner, right?
Oh,
And your trainer is trying to give you instructions, and you're tired. How do you overcome that to get to a place where you can still get victory?
well, whew, you just gotta dig down. Some people don't have it. When
Okay.
they tired, and that's the ones you can tell who trained the
Mhm.
hardest they could and who didn't.
Okay.
Yeah, because when you tired, and I mean you at the end and it's toe to toe in that ring.
Mhm.
They like you said, they not getting the best of you, you not getting the best of them. Your coach is telling you one thing that you need to do because they're your eyes outside the ring. So you have to listen because they see what you can't see that's open. But you gotta get up. When you get off that stool, you gotta stomp your feet and be ready. Like wake your body up and just in your mind, the cockiness have to come.
Okay.
Oh, this I'm about to win. Oh, I gotta win this. But some people, they don't have it. I've seen guys, and on TV, it's sad. We
Mhm.
call it getting on your bike when they running, you
Right.
know, because they don't have it. They don't have it. So that show, you ain't do your drills. What happened to your road work? You ain't do, you know what I'm saying? You
Mhm.
perform, you train just enough because you
Okay.
thought. You ain't expect that from a person, you know? No, I trained like I was fighting Mike Tyson every fight.
Well,
Like
how
we
how how do you because the average person, and like I said, because you're training, so you see it all the time. Um, it's easy to throw the punch,
yeah,
but you still ain't trying to get hit.
but you ain't trying
Like,
to.
how do you? Because no, the sweet science. When I'm seeing you guys are throwing a punch and you still moving your head, like you're still moving, anticipating, I guess, where the other person is going to throw from.
That's really muscle memory. So
Okay.
when you're training,
Mhm.
it's just the coaches just know like it's science actually. Like it's not checkers, it's chess.
Gotcha.
So you really have to read their body, and they tell you to look across here. You can't look in their eyes because you're not gonna see their feet. And if their leg go one way or their feet go one way or their shoulder turn a certain way, or if they flinch, that show you which way this punch is coming. But if you ain't training like that, you ain't gonna know. But it's really man, it's just from what the trainer's gonna show you. Because some people don't get that either. And then it's like, let's say if you throw the one, most likely the two is coming back to you
Okay.
because it's just that, you know,
I
it's
I
just
get it.
because that's the punch that would come.
That would come. Right. So it's
Yeah.
yeah, that's like I said, Football and boxing. I always say, because especially the way they're trying to do football now, I always say it's just like boxing. It
Yeah,
ain't for everybody.
it
Like
ain't. It
like
ain't.
certain people, just certain sports you just can't play
Exactly.
because it's like, excuse me, like tennis. It's not a contact sport, but
Exactly.
can you keep running? Can you
Exactly.
keep go? Can you keep going left to right, back and forth? Can you?
Exactly.
If
Yes.
you can't, then this ain't
This
for
ain't for
you.
you.
So yeah, I always say
Exactly.
that.
Just like my coach, he said,
Hmm.
T, you can't play boxing. Like it ain't a team in there with you, it's you.
It's you.
So if and then this gonna show, and they have a saying too, fatigue will make a coward out of anybody.
Yeah, coward out of everybody. Yeah.
Yeah, you
Have
got that
you?
right.
I know you like I say you train people. Uh, I want to know, have you also thought about commentating the sport as
I
well?
want to so bad. I want to so bad. They just won't call me. I want to.
Hey, we gonna have Desiree. Come on, baby. We
Yes,
got
yes.
somebody. We got to make it happen
Make it
because
happen.
there's no females commentating.
Exactly. So true.
So
But
you,
you know, my mouth, I don't curse, but I say exactly what I want to say. Because if you looking like trash, I'm gonna be like, yo, he looking like trash. I think that might be why. Cause my
well,
mouth,
yeah, well, no,
yeah,
you could always um say the same thing, maybe use a different word.
clean it up, huh?
Well, no, I didn't say clean it up. I just said,
I tried, but I
sometimes instead of looking like trash, you might be like, I don't know what's wrong with him. Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, maybe he need to come.
yeah,
My people let us train him, and see what we can.
ain't
Because
it?
let me ask you a question. Because I've been fascinated. I asked Winky Wright this, and this was like 3 years ago when I spoke to
Okay.
Winky Wright. But the same thing is still going on. What is the problem with Wilder?
Oh, oh, okay.
This is my show. Speak your mind. This is my show.
I think Wilder has all that it takes to be a good fighter. He has the power. He got the body. He just don't have the direction. His punches is everywhere. Like he's everywhere. I don't know if they just let him do whatever. Like
Hmm.
I don't know.
I'm
Like
talking
he,
about just from what you see.
from what I see, he's just his name is he's wild. Like, but that take a lot out of you. You throwing punches and they missing. That takes more out of you than it does connecting.
So then, would you say is that then why we see when he get later in the rounds,
Yeah.
he's like stumbling, he's tired, he
He's
he don't have no energy.
wilder. Yes.
No, I'm saying because like you said, he's he's
Yeah,
he's
because
throwing the
he's
punch. It's taking a
tired.
lot out of him.
So all his punches get wilder. He started
Okay.
off wild. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like as for me, he's not a sharpshooter. Like I don't even see if he's pointing them where they need to be. You know, I
I
don't know if
got you.
I'm saying it right. If he like aiming it to where it need to be.
Okay.
So later in the rounds, because he's missing, and then
Right.
I'm like, is he not hitting his thing, the target, because he's trying to put a lot of power behind it, because that takes a lot of energy as
Gee.
well, and it'll take you off of your aim instead of
Mm.
flowing with it, because now
Okay.
your body is shifting.
Okay.
So by now you're missing punches and it's early in the rounds. So you're right. So by 5 and 6, you're tired
Got you.
because you done missed so many punches. And it takes more energy out of you when you miss. And I know it take more out of them because they so much heavier. So now you got to bring that arm back. You got to reset yourself again. That's energy.
And then now you have your opponent coming at you,
Pinging you.
and
Pinging you.
and
They on target practice.
got you, got
Yeah.
you.
And so now you don't miss the punch, you fatigue, and you just took 3, 4 punches.
Let me ask you this, just one more on Wilder. Um, Winky Wright said something. He said the other thing. I want to know your assessment. He said the other thing is that they haven't taught him how to roll with a punch. So it's like when
Yeah.
he's getting hit
You're
clean.
getting solid. Yeah. You know that's true. I've never seen him roll.
That's what he said. Roll, yeah. He
Yeah.
does and learn. He had to learn how to roll, so
Oh,
he's not really absorbing what you like.
exactly.
He
He's
mentioned
taking the whole impact.
he said
He's
that's the
not
difference with
riding
Floyd.
coming back.
Right, he saying that's the difference with Floyd. Floyd looks like he's getting hit,
Ooh, he stay in that passenger seat riding. Oh, he ride with everything. And he returned.
and he
If he
returned
ride with a punch, he coming back with one or two
to back you up. To
to
back you
back
up.
you up. Yeah.
Gotcha. That's what because even watching your fight with Clarissa Shields, and I know she was at one point like she came out in the first round, and she was like da 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 da,
Yeah.
but you were rolling.
Yeah.
So you were looking at her like, baby, that didn't hurt. But
Yeah.
I know you throwing. I know you throwing what you throwing. But I'm still. That's why you're able. A boxer is able
Yeah.
to still be there because you're
Exactly.
rolling. So
Yeah.
of course, yes, the fans we looking like, ooh, ah, and
Yeah.
not, and not realizing like, child, there ain't nobody laying nothing. It
Exactly.
just look like that.
I shake my head and be like, nope, you ain't done nothing.
Gotcha, gotcha. Um, when I say 13 times world champion and Hall of Famer, what comes to mind?
Blessings. 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 Like, oh my, I can't explain. It's God blessed me. That's all I can say. God blessed us because my children went through everything with me from the beginning to the very end. My kids was there the whole time, and I told them when we got into the Hall of Fame, I said we did it. I didn't do this by myself.
Of course, no, it's still a team. Even though you're
Yes,
in there yourself, it's
exactly.
still a team. So I get it.
So all I can think is blessed. It's a blessing from God. That's it.
Now this you're the first person to ask this question because you're the first female champion I've had on the show. How do you how do you be very much a boxer but stay yet a female?
Because I know who I am. I know I'm a female. And you know what? That's been asked to me before because so many few women, now I ain't gonna say so many, few women feel like it's a male sport. They get these muscles, and then they get the masculine mindset. I'm a female. I always been a female. I'm the only girl of all boys. So if thought I was gonna be a masculine, have that masculine,
Right.
like I would have had that years ago because I'm the baby girl of all boys. My neighbors were boys except for the girls that was across the street and they were grown. Like, so I only been around boys, but I stay a female because that's who I am.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but some people lose their identity.
Well, at least you understood why I asked the question. So,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh
yeah,
yeah, I see it a lot. I see it a
yeah.
lot.
That's a blessing, like you said, to realize this is what I do, but it's not who I
It's not
am.
who I am.
And that's
Exactly.
and that allows you to always, of course, know where where home is.
Exactly.
Um, you mentioned uh, your children, which you segue perfectly to my next. Oh yeah, I got you. I got you. You know, this what I do. I got you.
Look at
Uh,
you, my babies. That is such a old picture.
well, I do what I can when I can.
Look, oh
We
God.
bobbing and weaving back here, as you can
I
see.
see. Oh
Um,
goodness.
how does it make you feel knowing your kids are proud of mom?
Oh my goodness. I've cried so many times. Because people don't know, as a single parent, like I did so much. I didn't have time to be like that mom.
Mm-hmm.
So at the point I had to be the provider, everything, and the mom. But I ain't really know how to be the mom. I had my kids young. So I'm like, yo, okay, we about to ride this ride. God about to bless us. We about to do this boxing thing and we're gonna do it. Okay. They like, okay. So they didn't have the playtime outside. Like when they got off the bus, we was on our way to Maryland or DC for training. By the time we got home, it's like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. They got to shower, get ready for school the next day. Our day was boxing, school and boxing training. So I used to always, I asked them to this day, was I a bad mom? Like, y'all didn't get the playtime. You didn't get to go to the activities and things like all the other kids your ages. They was like, Ma, how many other kids you can ask? Can you, my daughter, the famous one, can
Mm-hmm.
you Google your mom? Can you Google your dad? You know
Good
what I'm
question.
saying?
Good
What?
question.
So she like, Ma, how many kids you think I could go to the school and ask them, are y'all mom Hall of Fame? Will anybody ever really know your mom or your dad? Like, no.
Oh no, not like that. Oh, you didn't say
Oh
it
yeah,
like that.
that's her. That's her mom.
See, that's that when you roasting each other. When somebody trying to comfort you, comfort your mom, like, oh, hold on. At least, first of all, all right, at least we can Google my mama. We can see what my mama did. What your matter of fact, what do your mama do? What your mama do? Because every time I see you, your mama at home. What your mama? So yeah, kids,
I'm
yeah.
telling you, mouth is terrible.
So I,
Yeah.
I I asked that question because of that, because you prior to boxing, working three jobs, uh, having to work the three jobs. See, people don't understand. It's not that you worked the three jobs, then the boxing came, you ain't had to work the three jobs no more. It was working the three jobs,
Yes.
taking care of them, boxing. So it was all encompassed.
Yes.
So it's one thing because a lot of times we look for our parents to
Hmm.
be proud of us. We look for um, like my mom and father passed away. My father in 96, my mom in 2017. And so sometimes, you still long for that for
Exactly.
for your parents to say, "Hey, you know what, Tori, you made mama proud. You made daddy proud, right?" But when it's reverse,
Exactly.
when your children can look at you and say, "Mom, I'm
Yes.
proud of you. Well, I know you didn't have it easy. I know
Yes.
I know how we grew up." But it also says something of the way you raised them, the maturity for them to understand that God just called y'all to go a different
Yes.
route. And so
Yes.
so sometimes you don't get what the other kids got, but
Uh-huh.
that's because you're not going, God is not taking you where the other kids go. So you got to go a different route.
Preach it. Preach it.
Well, go and shoot me $50. Go and shoot me $50. I'm just playing.
Look, I gotta wait till the plate come around. I gotta wait till the plate come around.
You got to wait till the play come out. Okay. Okay.
Yeah. But too,
Excuse me.
I tell them always. I used to
Hmm.
always, because my mom put it in us too. My
Sure.
mom was a single mom. So she put it in us too. Everybody have an excuse.
Hmm.
And she used to tell us, I'm gonna say it in the clean way. She used to say it in the bad way. Excuses is like a butthole. Everybody got one.
Everybody got one. Yeah.
Yeah, but like no, she was like, you do what you're gonna do and do your 110. Do it to 110, not just
Right.
100. You know what I'm saying? Don't make
Hmm.
no excuse. Just do it.
Got
And
you.
so I told my kids, if I can work 3 jobs, train and take care of y'all, and still help you with your homework, be your mother or whatever, the best I can, you got one job. That's to go to school and get straight A's on the road. Like that's your job. Okay? Let me handle the rest. And they did. They was like, okay, bet. And right today, like they are great young adults.
Well,
Great young adults.
that's good. That's good. Well,
Yes.
let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. And I think I know the answer, but I don't know because I'm not with you 24/7. So for you, once men know who you are, once they know like, oh okay, and they look you, oh okay. Is it hard for a guy to get upset with you?
It's hard for me to even date.
Like you box?
Like,
Oh, you
are
got
you?
hands?
Yes.
Which which you know what? It should not be hard.
It shouldn't be.
Now, if it's hard, that means, oh, y'all came for the wrong reason.
Exactly.
And so you already know not to try me. So you
Don't try
okay.
it. Keep it
Yeah,
moving.
so okay, cool. Cause don't all right now.
Yes.
Cause
Because
it's the
I
one you
ain't
don't
doing.
cause it's the one you don't see that
Yes.
that's gonna not you going night night. You going to sleep. You going night night. You going night night. You know what I'm saying? But but
Yes.
but if you have good intentions, then
Exactly.
that shouldn't
Yeah.
matter
It shouldn't matter at
that
all.
that was your
Yeah.
profession or that you train. And if
Exactly.
anything, I'd be like, well, look here, we gonna get in this ring together. You gonna show me. So, cause
Exactly.
cause what's gonna be
Like,
cause what we not gonna have be embarrassing is we out in the street. My wife got to protect me.
you have to protect me.
That's not what we not gonna do. No, we
Yes.
gonna throw hands together. So I need you to teach me what I need to know.
And you
Yeah.
know what? My ex and I, we was together 7 years. We was engaged and everything. But he was a football player.
Okay.
So
Okay.
yeah, and so he was like, all right, like he got the body, he was defense line. So he a big dude, but he was like, I can street fight. But just like you said, baby, we get in a fight. Yo, no, I need you to show me because I got my hands down and I get knocked out, then you on your own. But then I got to hear it. You sure will hear it. So he was like, show me. Like, show me. And he was in that gym with me. He trained and everything. Like, oh yeah. He was
Well,
like,
look,
nah,
look, look,
good.
look. I told you all you got to say. Look, see, in a case like that, if if a big dude, he get your man, he getting all you got to say, like, man, I already know how you lost this fight. Let me tell you what happened to you. Let me tell you what happened to you. His hands were bigger than your hands. See, baby, you quick, but some do, and you know this from training boxers. You like my grandson, right? My grandson Cameron. The first thing we noticed when he was born,
His
Cameron
hand.
got big. I said, boy,
Yeah.
if he hit somebody, like I never played, you know, slap boxing or anything with him.
Okay,
Because
yeah.
I forget he a kid.
Oh yeah, exactly.
He got heavy hands, and I be like, oh no,
Yeah, because
yeah.
I've been forgotten, been and punched you.
Well, two, I realized I didn't want to confuse him
Okay, yeah.
because
Yeah, yeah,
you playing like that, and then
yeah.
you get mad because he just snuck you or something. And but he's playing now. You want to get
Now you want
so
to
yeah. So I said no. We're gonna keep it. I'm
that
Papa.
is
I'm
funny.
Papa. You grandson.
Yeah.
But I just noticed some people. They have big hands,
Yeah, and I
and
have big
it-
hands.
see, and if they catch you,
Yeah. Oh yeah.
you getting hit with
With all of it.
right.
And like my hands are really big for a female. And I'm like you said, heavy handed. And I'm telling you, them kids be acting up. They used to act up in that backseat, and I'm swinging. Oh yeah, they act like I done killed them.
Oh, well, of course, you know,
Oh, I know it hurt though. Oh, I know it hurt.
mama, see, daddy, daddy got to pull the car over. He got to, mama can hit you and still be driving
And still driving. Yeah.
and be on the phone.
I-
Talking about, yeah, girl, them children acting up. I had to hit, still be driving. And
exactly. Ain't missed a beat.
then
Yeah.
come back and say, now what was you saying, girl? What was you saying? Man, we don't have that type of we don't have that duality. We don't have that duality. We got to pull over.
Oh, you
Or
okay?
or we gotta say, you know what? When I get you to the house,
Yeah.
when I
Wait till I
get
get home. Oh no. Mm-mm.
yeah, cause see,
Ain't no
my
way.
my daddy had a way of he could call the house and say, when I get home,
Oh.
and now my whole day messed up. Like
Oh.
I can't do nothing. The rest,
Because you wait when you get home. When he get
yeah,
home.
I'm looking at the look. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm looking at the clock. Like what time is it? Like I done lost focus.
Get
Mama can discipline you, and then now going outside. Going
uh-huh.
outside.
Yeah.
Everybody heard me get hit in the mouth. Now you talking about
Exactly.
go outside.
Well,
Go
for them to
outside.
play on me. Oh, they gonna roast you like nobody
You
business.
know it.
Those
You know it.
lips looking like Jimmy Walker. Swole.
My final question for you is for you. What at, at that at that point of time when you was first getting into the sport, working the 3 jobs and everything, was the fact that you had to do all that, was that your fuel that was fueling you when you was in the ring? And if so, what fuels you now?
My few was those two beside me, Q and Simone. They were my few
Mhm.
because now I'm all they got. I'm their
Gotcha.
only parent.
Mhm.
So I cannot fail. They have to eat. So that was my fuel. Yes. And my fuel now is I gotta keep setting an example. Now they're older.
Mhm.
I still have to be that example. Like just because they older and they grown now is more for me to step up.
Okay.
Because like they can take as my son as a black male, you know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? He could turn in a second. He could have turned to the street or anything. But for one, I mean, I put the fear of God in them. And then two, they know mommy got hands. So, I'm just like, I don't make no excuses. I do what I have to do. I'm on the straight and arrow. Like, you with me. Okay, mom. Yeah,
Gotcha.
so he has HVAC license. She was going to be a doctor. Yeah, no.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
no, we no games over here. Mm-mm.
Well, I see. You set a good example as far as also showing them that, sometimes you got to just deal with the cards that you dealt. You you
Exactly.
didn't you
Yes, because
didn't
I could have crumbled.
yeah.
Once my husband and I separated, I could have crumbled. We could have struggled and just been like, it is what it is. No, pick it up. Let's go. Let's go.
He
Like,
ain't
yeah,
try to circle back later, did he? He tried to circle back. Yeah.
we've been separated for years and will still be like, can I come home? Boy, bye.
Yeah, you know how we are sometimes that success story here.
Exactly.
Like, girl, because you know how we do. We'll first call. We're like, how the kids doing? How the
I
kids doing?
can't do
They doing all right. I was sitting here, I was thinking about the other day. You remember that time we
it.
had,
Yes. Yeah, I used to get those phone calls. I did.
my favorite one. This is my favorite. I know you had to get this one, which is, Tori, even though we didn't work out, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of what you're doing. I'm proud of you.
And I still love you. I'm gonna love you all my life.
That's that for real. That we just waiting on for real. That's what we
Yeah,
waiting on. That was.
I'll be like, okay, thank you, boo. All right, that's all. Okay then, bye.
Oh yeah, when y'all through now, ain't
Oh
nothing
yeah,
we
when
can
we
say.
what is done. When we
I,
through, it's done.
once we get y'all to the okay moment, which
Yeah.
I always tell guys when her answers are short,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
it's a wrap. Like
Yeah. She does.
when she won't argue with you,
Yeah.
you can't get no argument, bruh. It's over. That
It's
means she don't care about nothing what you do. you could you could die tomorrow, and she'd be like, "Well, that's they daddy," but you know, hey.
oh, I'm sorry.
I mean,
Yeah.
I hate that happen, you know.
Yeah. Oh well.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's one thing we don't like. Well, when it's over, when it's over, and I always tell men all the time, long as she got blind trust in you, do
Mm-hmm.
not violate that trust,
Amen.
cause you can fix the relationship, but you won't have
What?
that same trust.
You didn't get that trust back. And
You
that's
get,
so true.
yeah, been
So
there.
it's even worse with me because I mean, my lifestyle was something. And my dad was a big kingpin drug dealer. My mom was a model, and then she was and working in the prisons. So we was always taught, don't trust anyone. You can't trust anyone. And then with my brothers raising me, what?
You got
Don't
how many
trust.
brothers?
I got two brothers. Well, really, it's two brothers, but we had one, so it's three. Three boys and me. But the one that
Yeah.
is my mom's. Yes. So three boys and me. So you know it was don't trust nobody and fight on sight. Bet.
But that's what I was about to say. I was about to say that. So it see, not only you got hands, but you got brothers. So it's
Oh,
like so cause see like I'm the only male. I have three sisters.
oh,
And my two older sister, they ain't never called their brother for nothing.
oh,
Like
they
they handle it.
and
By the time I found out about it,
it's the
if anything, I need to call them. You know, like, hey, something about to go down. I need y'all to come through.
you know
Yeah, I got them kind of sisters. Yeah.
they the best ones.
And then I pray for you afterwards. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
oh
got
yeah,
this guy.
exactly. You got that right.
Yeah,
Now, that's me. I'll
yeah.
fight you in a minute, but I'm gonna pray for you after.
You pray for like, Lord,
Hey,
I
and I'm gonna pray for myself, Lord. Let this judge give me a break this time. I know I just was in his face a month ago.
uh, hey, look at it. Don't be like that dude that jumped over the judge
Right?
chamber.
Yes.
Wasted talent. That boy should have been in the NBA.
Ain't that a shame?
How you jump? How you jump? Cause you know the thing sit up. How
It's
you jump clean
fine.
over?
What? Yes.
Clean over.
That is
That
crazy.
is crazy.
And they're in there for life, for a jump.
Hey,
Mm-mm.
it is. Hey, what they say, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
But I bet you probably getting a lot of props in there though.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know when he got back in there, oh they was dapping him and everything.
He's like, well, I had to do, I had to let her know, and like now she just let you know you in there for life. It just let you. But you know how we do though. We had to go in and try to big up it, you
Oh
know.
yeah.
And
But you know, and they in there, they was boosting them. But now they like, yo, you dumb. Now you ain't here for real.
yeah, it's some fool in there gonna let him know, but you stupid. I'm just
Yeah,
telling you, you stupid.
exactly. Mm, mm,
But I
mm.
appreciate you coming on the show, blessing us with your
Thank
presence, so people can see that, uh, you know, 13 times champion, five, six different weight classes, international, Hall of Famer, single parent mother. You are a prime example, just like Obama, which is ain't nothing can stop you
you.
if you got God on your side. Because Bible even said, if He is for us, who
Who can be
can be
against?
even against
What?
you? Like you
Not
ain't even got no competition, you
nobody.
know. So
Yeah,
daddy been looking out for you your whole life, your children, you
yeah.
know. Well, like I said, would love to have you back on the show. Like I said, I'm gonna try to team you up with someone else. It may not be a boxer, maybe someone, but I just think your story needs to be told. Um, if you get ready to do a documentary, let me know.
You got it.
I'm
Yeah.
your guy. I'm your guy. I'm your guy
Okay.
for the documentary. Uh,
You know,
if you looking to do your own movie, I know three filmmakers.
okay. Well,
I
hit
know
Desiree.
three.
I'm gonna tell Desiree to hit you because I had signed a contract like right before COVID, I think,
Uh-huh.
with Miss Octavia Spencer. And
Oh
she was,
yes,
yeah,
yes,
she was gonna do it. But then the COVID hit, a lot went on, and we just didn't. So yeah, I want to tell my whole story because you never know. Like when I'm speaking, when I go to motivational speaking and events
yes.
and things, like it touches a lot of people. It changed them. Like I get an email and say, "You changed my life," just to hear, because some people act like they untouchable. Like, oh,
Right.
I woke up. What Beyonce say? I woke up like this. No, you didn't.
Nah,
No, you didn't. I
nobody,
mean,
nowhere.
I done been bad. I done a lot of bad stuff. But I mean, when you put God first and you be like, all right, I'm here, Lord, because He always there just waiting. So when
Yes.
you decide to put yourself aside and be like, I'm here, Lord,
Mm.
and you tell that story, like you don't know how many other people them felt that way. But then they in the gutter because they think they done been bad so long they can't change.
Well,
Especially in the inner city. I went to a prison out there and spoke. And one guy said, but one of the inmates was like, but I'm 40 something, almost 50. I've been in here, da 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 da. Okay. That's your past, bro. You in here right now. You can get out. But when you get out, your future can start today. You know
okay.
what I'm saying? Let that past go. It's a past. That's what it is. Past tense. Let it go.
Well,
Start now.
I tell you what then. I'm following you on Instagram and Facebook. Um, you'll see my face.
Okay.
So you'll say because I'm following you. But I was going to say I'm getting ready to do a part two testimony, and I would
Okay.
love for you to come on that. What it is the first one I did, and I'll send you the interview I did. So I had R&B singer Paul Anthony from Full Force.
Okay.
Uh, I had um, a pastor Tim Fryer. I had a author Janet Aguilar, and I had Ernest Thomas, actor Ernest Thomas, aka Roger Thomas from What's Happening.
Happening.
And all it was is everybody was just giving their testimony of what they overcame.
Man.
So I'm working on a part two. I would love for you to just share any part of your story that you
Yeah.
want to share or what you had to overcome because, uh, like you said, all walks of life, what people don't understand, like you said, is that they could be a celebrity,
Yeah.
they could be a regular person, but life hits us all.
Oh.
And if they overcame something, you can overcome it. It's
Exactly.
just, the Bible talks about that they overcame by the blood of the Lamb and the word of their testimony.
Yeah.
So that's why I put those type of things out. So I would love for you to be part of part two.
Yes.
I'm,
But you
I'm,
gotta ask my Desiree. You gotta ask my Desiree. But yes, put it like send me the link so I can see
yeah, I'll send it to you.
it.
So
Okay.
continue much success. Stay
Amen.
safe, stay blessed, and you are a treasure to us, and we love you.
Thank you. And thank you for having me. Stay blessed and keep passing that word because they ain't ready for you.
No problem. Peace.